We the people, we the people, we the people, we the people.
United States of America.
I'm an atheist, and it may surprise some people to hear my primary target isn't religion, or even theism as such. Indeed, as I'll explain, there are forms of religion and some even rare forms of theism, especially deism, which I have very little problem with at all. So what is my problem? My problem is with dogma. With the belief that it is acceptable or even admirable to believe propositions without evidence and without good reason for believing those propositions to be true. The forms of those dogmatically believed propositions can take are potentially infinite. One might dogmatically believe in the historical inevitable of communist utopia, under which the state will wither away, and after a brief but necessary period of dictatorship of the proletariat, one might dogmatically believe in the existence of something called the Aryan race. It is in its inherent superiority to all races, and its inherent inferiority and perfidy of the Jewish race. One might dogmatically believe that a creator of the universe called one's religion to convert the world, to take it by force through holy war, that death is the defense or the attempt to reconquer land so acquired is the greatest of all actions, and that such martyrs will go to paradise, and after they die, they will be attended by 72 virgins, brides, and joined in due course by all their family and their loved ones. One might dogmatically believe that the creator of the universe condemns contraception as a moral sin. Well, all these beliefs have in common is that there is very little to no evidence for them, and that there is much evidence against them. Yet all of these beliefs have at times been passionate, ardently believed, and acted upon by otherwise rational, sane, and educated people, often in those same people performing the most irrational, insane, and barbaric imaginable acts. Thankfully, fascism, Nazism, communism, dogmas have been so discredited, and almost no one believes in them anymore. This is a development to be celebrated. But as events of New York City, Washington, D.C., Bali, and Madrid, London have demonstrated, as demonstrated by genocidal, stupid, anti-contraceptive policies of certain churches in Africa, and the homicidal, stupid stem cell policies of other churches in America, religious dogma are alive and kicking in this world. Reason and evidence are empirical, and science and liberal democracy, in short. The forces of enlightenment have destroyed communism and fascist dogmas. Now it is time for us to do the same to certain religious faiths.
I got a question for you.
Yes.
Is it possible for somebody to be dogmatic about atheism?
Yes, it is. You can be dogmatic about anything. The point is that when you've taken a stand where even if someone contributes evidence to you and you still, no matter what, believe that they must be wrong, yes, you're being dogmatic. So my problem isn't so much with a religion or a political system, it's the dogma. That is the issue. Because there are certain, like I think it's Jainism. I have no problem with that. Jainism, you can't be bad being a Jain. They preach love people. That's it. There is nothing in their doctrine that says anything that you can take wrong. So can I be mad at them for that? No. But then there's other ones that have dogmas that tell them to kill people, to conquer the world, to stop, stem cell research because they're killing children, or to, stop the spreading of contraceptives to people in Africa because it's a sin, even though people are dying from HIV. That's when I have a problem with dogma, is when it's hurting people. When people are harmed by someone else's dogma, that's where I take issue.
Oh. Hi, my name is Jennifer Peppers. I live in Rhode Island, but I am originally from Alabama, which coincides what I am going to talk about. Everybody assumes that if you are from the South, you are racist, and if you're a woman from the South, that you are a racist, and that you belong in the kitchen, and that's what you've been taught. Guess what? That's not true. We are not over religious. You know, a lot of people hang on to tradition. That happens in Alabama, Rhode Island, and any other state that you go to. We all hang on to tradition. And not all the women in the South are going to stay in the kitchen and just stay pregnant all the time. We actually do things. A lot of things. So that's just basically what I want to talk about. When it comes down to the racism, it happens everywhere. It doesn't matter where you go. I remember a specific time when I was in the hospital having a discussion with someone. They found out I was from Alabama, and they even asked me if I was racist. No, I'm not. I don't care what race you are. I don't care what you look like. As long as you're nice to me, I'll be nice to you. So, there we go. That's pretty much all I have to say. Guess what? We're not all racist. Just because we speak slowly doesn't mean we talk slowly. I mean, no. Just because we talk slowly doesn't mean we think slowly. And we're not all racist. We pretty much accept anybody else, just like anybody else would accept anybody else. So thank you. That's all I have to say.
Take two.
Thank you. Jimmy Maroney from Pawtucket, Rhode Island. The most thing I'm fearful about right now is our Bill of Rights and our freedoms, especially the Second Amendment. Obama and his administration announced last week that they're ready to take the guns off the pilots that fly us safely from this country to the next country and back. I have a major problem with that. The Second Amendment, to me, out of all the Bill of Rights, I think is the most important. Most people don't know how to interpret it. So what I'm going to do from my own home is I'm going to do a mailing list of as many houses in the state of Rhode Island and send out the Bill of Rights to everybody's house and explain to them what it means and how to interpret it. Because everywhere on the street I talk about the Second Amendment, people think it's just a gun. You know, people get to walk around with guns, but that's not what it's about. You know, our Second Amendment protects us from an unruly government. You know, it's not about duck hunting, you know, and the Second Amendment is very precious to me. My Constitution is I hold very holy, and I love this country. And I think when people get on board, there's nothing more strong than a mass group of people. People to one side of one group can make anything happen. And right now I believe the country's divided, and all we have to do is get more groups like this in bars across the country, and a mass of people will come together as Americans as they did 240 years ago in Boston, which is our neighbor, in Lexington and Concord. And we fired those first shots to kick the British right out of this effing country, you know? And that's all I have to say. It's simple. I have a lot of pride in this country, and I just want more people to come together for my belief, and I think we'll be a lot stronger.
This concludes this program broadcast. We the People, a freedom of speech television show. Go to www.wethepeopleofri.org.